All right, so Djakademiks, he was born May 17, 1991. That makes him a Taurus. He's fixed. Fixed meaning that he's very consistent. He's not changeable like a mutable sign. Since fixed, that means he could stick to a routine and pretty much create a pattern for himself that will build with time a great amount of success if executed properly. And you see that with his show, Djakademiks, his channel, YouTube channel, how successful it is and how consistent he's been with it, putting constant content out every single day, like 5, 6, 7 videos per day, very consistently for years. So it's crazy to see now what he's become. And I mean, it's not crazy because hard work pays off, right? And he definitely improved himself for that. So Djakademiks, he's a Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love. He was born on the 17th of May, and being that he's born on this day, he may have like a natural approach towards things, meaning that he's not really with, he prefers to go through things with less resistance, not a lot of competition. And because of that, he'll create a lane for himself, an avenue, which is different from others. And which he did it with his channel, Djakademiks, right, on YouTube. Pretty much he's one of the originators who started that lane talking about hip-hop news. And like nature, he planted that seed when he created his channel. And he was just very consistent with it, like I was saying before. And it's kind of like nature. Once you plant the seed and it flourishes and it produces these fruits, it'll always produce these fruits. And he's put so much content out to the point where the competition is not really there for him. And if he could fall back, if he wants to fall back, he can't fall back and come back because he just has so much material. And at this point, built so much respect that, yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. But you see that nature aspect, the natural aspect where he's comfortable, you know what I mean? And he, through that hard work, through that harvesting, something was produced, and now he is who he is today. Also with Taurus, which fits Djakademiks very well, is that Taurus rules the verb. They rule the throat region, so meaning that they have a very unique voice. And you can see that with Meek Mill, for example, Busta Rhymes, and Chris Brown, how they have a very distinct voice and very unique. And with Djakademiks and his channel, and that's pretty much what gives the channel its flair almost. It's very dynamic, there's a high pitch to it, it's very entertaining. In a way it can seem kind of bothersome, but at the same time gravitate you in many ways. So his verb is very gravitating, which is really good for his channel, and what makes his channel, right? Because the way he expresses himself, he could be humorous, he's very clear, he doesn't stutter, and straightforward with what he wants to say, very direct. But it's very universal where everybody could accept it. And that's because it's ruled by, he's ruled by the Venus, the love. So because of that, it's like it naturally knows how to express this for everybody to connect with it. And you can see the same thing with like Minister Farrakhan and Malcolm X and how everybody gravitates toward them and what they express themselves. That's compared to that, but I'm just saying that's just an example of Taurus and their verb and how strong it is and how it could dominate once used properly. And also, not to be funny or anything, but you know how they would say Djakademiks, they're cracking jokes on them and saying he's more on the heavy side. Well, with Taurus, they like good food, you know what I'm saying? They're very comfortable, they like home-cooked food. They also tend to have a sweet tooth as well. My moon sign's in Taurus, and I know I got a crazy sweet tooth. And being at Djakademiks, I think he pretty much does most of his work, his channel, at his home. So he's at home working, and he has access to his food, whatever he needs to do. So imagine, so it's not gonna be like easy for him to like get out of that comfort, especially being that he's an earth sign too, and Taurus tends to move pretty slow or stuff like that, so it would have to be something he would have to force himself to get out of. Taurus are known for being lazy, and in that department, that's where he's probably not as active, and he would have to like train himself to get out of that, It's just something I want to point out, fun fact. All right, cool. So yeah, Akademiks was born on the 17th. We got the 1 and the 7. The 1 is ruled by fire, numerology, like we said earlier. And the 7 is ruled by water. Over here we see that water and fire obviously do not mix, and they'll agitate each other, right? So water putting out the fire, or fire will boil the water till it evaporates. But with academics here, in numerology itself, there's a numerology chart. And within the numerology chart, 1, 4, and 7 all line up within the physical plane. So you see that 1 and that 7 are in correspondence with each other, representing the physical matter or the material matter, for instance. So it complements academics very well, because academics himself, he's an earth sign, and earth sign represents materialism, the physical plane, what you see, you know, what you could touch. So the number 1 in the 17, it represents leadership, the beginning, the taking initiative. And the 7 is related to spirituality. It's a very spiritual number. It's very meditative. It's a solitude, a number of solitude. And also represents hard work too, like getting things the hard way, but sticking to it. And once you stick to it, it manifests itself, which you can see with academics, right? Now when you add the 1 plus the 7, that gives you 8. This 8 now represents ambition. This 8 is ruled by Earth, and once again, being that academics is an Earth sign, and this 8 is ruled by Earth, which is ruled by Capricorn, it's a great compliment for academics once again. So everything is pretty much lined up and in harmony with each other for him to move a certain way and do it swiftly, execute it, even though it may take time, but it's still gonna seem like it's effortlessly almost the way he does it. So being that this 8 is ruled by Capricorn, it's all about achievement, getting to the top, like a goat, because Capricorn represents the goat. And you see this with academics, and how I was saying before that he goes hard, like when it comes to his YouTube channel, and he's just very focused. And this complements him being a Taurus, because Earth and Taurus and Capricorn get along very well, and it'll actually help boost them, because since Taurus could be lazy and Capricorns aren't, they're more fiery because they're ruled by the 1, their month. So this gives them that push to keep on going and going and going. And that 8 represents ambition in general, you know. The 8 is also about, it's also good at business, it's good at making money. So this is really good for academics, and it complements them in every way possible. Also with the 8, esoterically, in the Kabbalah, it represents justice. So with academics, if he does what he needs to do properly and alignment with the universe, he'll be blessed, you know, and he'll feel the mercy and the gratitude and the gifts that's gonna be offered. But if he is to like stray and do something very negative, being that he's an 8, he'll feel the consequences even more, because he has the potential to do such great things with that number that he's governed by. So it's best that he just takes advantage of that and not be destructive and use it in a negative nature. Thank you for tuning in to part 2 of the show with DJ Akademiks. Stay tuned to part 3, the finale, where I talk about Joe Budden and DJ Akademiks and combine them together and see the compatibilities and how everything's gonna mix, and if they're gonna have longevity or not. Alright, cool. Remember, let your light shine.
Devil blow inferno, 1 wing, no halo, I fall below. The thighs of an angel's eyes fable, fatal, I lose control. Behind Christ's stable, slice able, lies Babel, don't label my sins. If you ain't break bread on that table with him, my penis on Medina, push be my 2-seaters, with a diva down bleaker, blowing reefer spin ether. Through the speakers is what they speak of, and true to speak some more airtime than Jordan sneakers. You're so beneath us, get blazed like heaters. If you creep up, meet up with the Grim Reaper. Ain't kidding either, ground's deeper, my sins are deeper. Forgive me, Lord, and show me how to reach you before the snake eaters. Reach for my Adidas and the piss to lead ya. Body rotten, lost and forgot when he on them. Popular when they pull their arms and pop them. Make it gone like cockroach. My life. from.